Hey everyone, it's me again, Joseph, your host and catechist. Welcome back to our channel and the Catechism for Kids series. And today we're going to talk about the Seventh Commandment, which says, "You shall not steal." The 10 Commandments are found in Exodus chapters 20 and 31, and they show us how to live life God's way. God gave these commands to Moses on Mount Sinai, and they're still relevant today. Every one of these commands helps us live better lives, and breaking them can get us into serious trouble. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the Seventh Commandment. It says, "You shall not steal." Now, stealing is taking something that belongs to someone else without their permission. It's also cheating or copying someone else's work. Like when someone copies answers from a classmate during a test, it's easy to think, "Oh, I'm just borrowing it. Give it back later." Or everyone does it. It's no big deal. But God wants us to be honest and respect other people and their belongings. God's seventh commandment tells us we must not take and keep something that belongs to another person. We must always ask before taking things that do not belong to us. We know this to be true when visiting a neighbor's house, but we must also do this in our own home too. Some kids think because something belongs to a person in their family, it belongs to them. We must never take money, credit cards, or anything of value from our parents without asking. We must not take personal items from our siblings, such as their clothes, candy, jewelry, or the money on their dresser, without asking them first. We must always pay for things that are for sale in a store. If we take something from a store without paying for it, this is called shoplifting. Shoplifting is the same thing as stealing. This kind of sin can be a venial sin or a mortal sin depending on what is stolen. Here are two examples. If a person steals a pack of chewing gum, it would be a venial sin, because it is an item that doesn't cost very much money. It would not be a big loss to the store owner. However, even though it is a small theft, we throw away our honor when we do this. We are not trustworthy when we steal. If a person steals an expensive diamond wedding ring, it would be a mortal sin because the item is worth thousands of dollars. It would be a big loss to the store owner. We should remember that everything we have is a gift from God. So when we steal, we're taking something that belongs to someone else, but it also means we're taking something away from the person who needs it. And if we waste or misuse what God has given us, that's also stealing because we're taking away the opportunity for others to use it as well. It is very important for kids not to get into the habit of stealing. Children who steal things can grow up and become thieves who steal big and expensive things. There are many adults in prison today because they were caught stealing large sums of money. Many of them started stealing small items and small amounts of money when they were kids. They never overcame their sinful habit. Jesus doesn't want us to steal anything. He will help us if we have a problem with stealing things. We should go to confession when we steal something, even if it's a very small thing. The reason is the graces we will receive from the sacrament of confession will make overcoming this sin easier. If a friend lets you borrow a toy, game, book, or any type of item, you must give it back to your friend. If you forget and they don't remind you, it is not a sin. If you don't return it on purpose, hoping your friend will forget, it would be a sin. If you damage the item or lose it, you must try and fix it or replace it unless your friend says you don't have to. Stealing is wrong, but there are many other ways to break the seventh commandment. It can also mean cheating or lying. When we cheat at games, board games, or sports, we break God's law. We take away the chance for others to win and have fun too. And we make a big mess of what should be simple and fair. Sometimes we lie and say we didn't do something we did, like breaking a vase or getting a bad grade on a test. We lie to avoid trouble or punishment. But lying is also stealing because we're taking away the truth. And when we take away the truth, we can't build trust. Without trust, we can't have friendship, not even with God. God wants us to tell the truth in big and small things. He wants us to be honest, because He wants us to have real friendships based on trust. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." So God wants us to be honest, so we can know Him better and He can help us. Lying steals the truth and makes us wonder who we can trust. Another example is, you must not download music, movies, books, or anything from the internet without following the right procedure for each item. Some things need to be paid for. Some things can be used for free. Always ask your parents or teacher for help and guidance before downloading anything. All these things dealing with copyright ownership fall under the seventh commandment. If someone, on purpose, breaks their neighbor's window, spoils their lawn, scratches their car, or damages any of their neighbor's personal property, they commit a sin, sometimes serious, under the Seventh Commandment. The Seventh Commandment also teaches us that we need to share the abundance of God's creation. We are called to respect what belongs to others and to be satisfied with what we have for ourselves. Knowing that most of us have more than we will ever really need in this life, the Seventh Commandment, "You shall not steal," reminds us to thank God for what we have, to share what we have with others, and to respect what belongs to others. So how can we live the Seventh Commandment? Well, we can start by telling the truth in little things. We can return things that don't belong to us, and we can share generously with others who don't have enough. We can also care for creation because the earth belongs to God. We should remember that honesty and respect are very important. If we want to be honest, we have to practice honesty. Like if we see something we want but don't have permission to take it, we can ask before we take it. And if we accidentally break something, we should tell the truth and apologize. Being honest isn't always easy, but it's always the right thing to do. God wants us to be honest and respectful so that we can have healthy friendships and trust each other. Stealing takes away trust, but honesty brings people together. So let's practice being honest and sharing with others. Let's also be good friends and care for creation. Let's thank God that He gave us everything we have. In the Bible it says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." John 10:10. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. See you next time, and God bless you always.